by the way.
Yeah, mention who you want, you stupid bitch.
They're doing my head in. They've done my head in all day. We haven't even done anything by doing
exposure. Because otherwise it's your life that's going to get discontinued.
Pearl is also supporting saying leave what's the name, Pineapple alone. A woman that stole from dying children, babies, in a hospital. That's what the exposure is tonight at 8 o'clock. Listen, I'm not saying it is 100% her, but a lot of people are saying it is her. Okay?
She doesn't even know she's in the live.
Yeah, you know, just because you hate me, just because you don't like me, so you're going to go support a woman that does that because of your hatred towards me. Yeah, can you hear me, Chantel?
She doesn't even realise she's in the box. Hello?
No, I'm not in his box.
Yes, you are in the box.
I am in his bloody box.
What you want to say?
Did you hear that?
I heard everything.
On a phone call. Right, first of all,
I came in your box to say to you.
Oh my God!
I came in your box to say to you. You send me what it said about Mabel. You show me where Mabel called you a P, and I won't show any videos or anything like that because two wrongs make right. You went off at me in front of every single person. Don't come in the box. I'm doing an awareness live, Angie. I've never spoke about you on the FYP, but yet you went at me for asking to see a clip, to ask for seeing a clip of you saying about someone's brain tumour.
Are you going to listen?
Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah, I'll keep quiet. Yep.
What did you do? Listen, you called me a nonce or nonsense. First of all, she did call me a pedlo today, right? Today, 4 times.
And she's admitted that.
Oh, for God's sake, Luke, let me finish, please.
She has admitted that, and I never heard it. That's why I tried to get into your box. That's exactly why I tried to come into the box, Angie. But no, you kicked me straight out.
Oh, for God's sake, right? So she's admitted to call me a pedlo 5 times, right? It's done. Okay, she's admitted that, right? Every reaction for an action, yeah? That was a reaction to what she had said. The other day about the tune, you call me a nonce supporter. You might as well call me a nonce. You might as well just call me a nonce. So yeah, I stand by what I said. I said, I hope you, I didn't say I said, I hope. I said, don't let your tumour burst. And I stand by what I fucking say. You call me a pedlo when I've got a niece of 13 on this app, yeah? You're going to get that kind of... She's goaded me. She's nothing but a little clout chaser who's irrelevant, makes up lies, twists everything around. You know, I've got evidence after evidence on that silly cow. She is unstable and she needs, honestly, sectioning. And that's my opinion. And then regarding you said you're going to do the FYP about it. And I said, okay,
I tried to come into your box. I tried to come into your box to say to you, send me a screenshot of Mabel calling you a pedlo. And I wasn't going to say anything.
That's what she's told you now.
And she's told me.
No, you have it on the video.
I don't have no
call it a non-supporter?
I don't have no video.
You heard it. You call me a non-supporter? Yeah, that's the response. I've got the video if you want it.
I do want the video. And I said to you, I turned around and apologised to you, but 2 wrongs don't make a right. To turn around and say...
No, listen, 2 wrongs don't make a right. I don't give a fuck about that statement that you just made there. You call me a peddler, I'm going to react. It's that simple. Yeah, she's goaded me. If you go on her live, everybody, don't even bother because it's just giving her a clout. It's always Angie, live streaming me. Angie this, Angie that. She is obsessed with me like she was obsessed with Feisty. Now, I'm not saying Feisty is an innocent person, but she was obsessed with her. Simple as. Now she's become obsessed with me. She twists everything around. You know, she goes, calls me a pedlo. And I turned around to her and said, it's my family. And I stand by what I said. You call me a pedlo, it's a reaction. That's that simple. Now I'm going to go. Thank you very much, Luke.
Can't even say... This shit can't continue. People calling people pedlos, people talking about brain tumours. Can't continue. It can't continue.
Listen, Luke, yeah?
Listen, 10 minutes ago, in Billy's live, I called her it 10 minutes ago. She spent the last God knows how many weeks coming at my trauma.
1 second, I'm just going to mute and come back on.
Way before that, it was only 10 minutes ago I called her a pedalo because, again, she was mocking my trauma because she was laughing and saying, I've not got family that are pedalos. So, yeah, I did. But that was only 10 minutes ago. Before, what she's been mocking about me for weeks, I never called her that. So she can't call it the 2.
So you said weeks ago she was a pedlo enabler.
Yes, and I played the clip. Look, it's on my Unstable Mabel 4. I can play it right now. I called her a pedalo supporter when she jumped in my box. But at the same time I called her a pedalo, that's when she was going about the brain tumour. She'd already said stuff about my brain tumour before that.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Like, she's trying to manipulate it into saying that she only had a reaction to what I did. That is a load of rubbish. It's a load of rubbish. I called her a pedalo, but probably 15 minutes ago now, when I was in Billy's box, because she sat there and mocked, again, the fact that I was born into a family full of pedalos. So yeah, I did. After weeks and weeks and weeks, look, you were in my live when I had that mental breakdown, and she literally said out of her own words that she doesn't take back anything she says, she stands by it. Weeks I've been dealing with this. So yeah, I will hold my hands up. I did. I stooped to her level 15 minutes ago and I called her a pedalo straight up. Yes, I did.
Yeah. Okay, I get where you're coming from though as well, because I was in the live when she said about, like, that's totally disgusting to say to somebody that because that was not your fault, that you are not guilty of what happened to you. But like, I just heard, I just want to tell people what happened to me while I came in the live, because we've got stuff going on in our family at the moment. Yeah, not good. Someone's not going to be here very much longer.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, they're not going to be here. Let's just put it this way: they're not going to be. They're not going to be here next week. Let's put it that way. Miss Red knows about it. Pearl knows about it. So when I heard somebody say that, you know, oh, I hope you. I did go off on one. And it's my fault. But I ain't having Angie turn around and say to me that you're going to expose me, Angie. Do you know what I mean? Do whatever you want with me, mate. So, like I said to her, like I've said, guys, she goes ahead and mentions me at 8 o'clock tonight. I'll say it one more time. She goes ahead and mentions me on my Aunt Sally again. And 2 o'clock tomorrow, we'll do what we got to do. But to me, Mabel, can you understand to me from an outsider? Thanks for the love, guys. I didn't want to talk about this. I even asked Miss Red not to talk about this. She knows about who it is and what's going on. But can you understand from my point of view, it's just always going backwards and forwards. Because
100%.
Because two wrongs to me, we were brought up, two wrongs don't make a right. Now, she said a lot to you. I get it. I really do get it. It's just, where does it end? Like, Angie, if you're still in here, can you come in the box, please? Angie, if you're still here, can you come in the box, please? Because
look, I totally get where you're coming from, and listen, that's why I've said before, like, I'm trying to work on my reactions to things, you know, and I get it, and trust me, I understand that. Obviously, it's like, where is it going to end? But I'm also, when I was younger, I didn't have a voice. I wasn't allowed to speak up for myself. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So now I'm very much, I do react quite instantly, because when people mock what happened to me, or I see people mock people that are close to me, it's like that inner child. It's like a trauma response. That inner child comes out, and I feel like I have to, like, have a voice, you know. But it's definitely something that I'm working on. I'm getting therapy for it, you know. It's just, with the tumour thing, right, she even went as far as to call me a liar about my tumour, and even went as far as to get someone else who had a son that has a tumour in the box and say that I've been through remission, that my tumour's nothing, when I've not even had treatment. They've not even biopsied it, look. And she forced me to show all of my medical records, all of the things to do with my scans, all sorts, and still called me a liar. I don't know. I think a lot of it from my side can be put down to sheer pettiness, and I get that, and I'm not naive, and I know that, but I just can't keep my mouth shut, you know, because I haven't been on the app for the last few days, and even though I've not been on the app for the last few days, she's still got my name in her mouth. They're still writing the most vile things on these forums about me. So it's like, either way I can't win.
Mabel, that can't all be put down to her. Like, writing in that's her supporters.
Sorry.
Can someone go and get Angie, please?
Can I just say, Luke, condolences for what you're going through. And Mabel, I have talked to you before, and you're an amazing person. Listen, girls, when yous are on live, okay, right, yous are doing a reaction. Right, she's always going on about my niece, my this, my that, but she is the only one that's swinging out of a bottle, smoking on live, and bringing pedalos onto her live, right? None of us have done that. Miss Red hasn't done it. Luke hasn't done it. Stable, you haven't done it. Maz, I haven't seen any of the girls in here bring anybody. She has done that. Okay, so at the end of the day, it's down to her platform, which she is going to trigger the fuck out of yous. Yous are all young girls. I'm a 50-year-old mother of 5. Yous are all young girls. I would literally just sit back and watch the carnage, because I know what she's saying is hurting you, Mabel, and you have nothing, literally nothing to be ashamed of. But she's going on about, oh my God, my niece couldn't do this, my niece couldn't do that. Well, can your niece can probably download Clapper and get into a Clapper room. So, like, don't start going there, Angie, about anything that anybody else has done on TikTok when you cannot talk. Do you know what I mean?
Everything you just said is 100% right, but I just would like her to come in the box now and try and sort something with her and Mabel now, because this is just going to go back and forth. Both things have been sent. Right, guys, can you just please go over and get Angie in this box now? I will get everyone out apart from.
I'll drop out. I'll drop out. Do you want me to go? Well, she won't listen to me.
You stay there. I just know there's going to be no attack. I just want her to come in and
no attack.
No, she said. Well, there you go then. We're trying. Someone's trying to sort something out for her. She won't come. Well, there you go then. She's always got plenty to say any other time. She's not.
Can I just say something?
Yeah,
can I just say something?
Of course you can. Hi,
Cal. I'm sorry to hear what's going on in your family. Yeah.
Thank you.
But I will put my hands up and say, yeah, today I did call her the NONCE word, and the reason why I did is because I'm sick of her. Since Christmas, I've had this woman blocked, and I'm sick of her using my trauma against me and saying, oh, because of what happened to me as a child, that I'm turned into one. Do you get what I'm saying? And then she even had the audacity to even say that I haven't even got kids. I've got 2 children. What the fuck is she talking about? I've got a nephew. Do you get me? And that saying that, she called me numerous times today. Do you get me? She said that I've got NONCE in my family. Yeah, I have. But do you get what I'm saying? I was a child. Don't do that. Do you get me? Don't do that. And do you get me? Don't say I am one. Like, don't do that. Because now you got, I did, Luke, I did stoop low today. I did. I'm not going to lie, I did. Do you get what I'm saying? I did stoop to a level, which is shame on me.
But at least you've come in here. At least you come in here admitting it. But it's just getting tedious now. It's getting so.
I think everyone has to calm down a bit.
Because look,
can I just say something really quickly? Right, one of the recordings that I can send to you, this was last week. Her and Liz were sitting and they were talking about my trauma, and Angie called me a pedophile. She said she's probably one herself when they were mocking the fact that I was born into a family full of pedophiles. That came out of her mouth way before I even said that she was a pedophile today. Now, you're right, 2 wrongs don't make a right, and of course I regret calling her a pedophile in Billy's box, but right. It's just
guys, she's here, so can everyone clear out apart from Mabel, please? Can everyone clear out apart from Mabel? And there's going to be no shouting, there's going to be no shouting, no screaming. Can everyone just clear out, please? Just leave Mabel, please. Just let Angie in, and don't attack her either.
I'm not gonna.
No, not you. I'm talking about the comments and things like that. I'm not. My comments aren't like Angie's room. About the comment, Ange.
Yeah. She apologises.
She's doing it again. Ange,
I can hear you.
Is there any way we can sort this between you and Mabel that this stops now?
I haven't spoken about her, I haven't spoken about her for weeks. It's all come up because she jumped in a box that we're having a conversation, me and Pearl, on Billy's live. It was nothing to do with Unstable Mabel, but she jumped in.
Okay.
So I hadn't spoken about her. So I don't know why this has come from.
Okay, let Mabel respond, please. Mabel?
Yep.
What would you agree with that? She stopped speaking about you, but you jumped in the box today?
I mean, for weeks. You're sitting there lying. You need to take responsibility. I've had my name.
About you today. You're going on every day. Fuck off, yeah? Fuck off and leave me alone. You call me a peddler. You're stalking me. Fuck off and go away.
You're a liar.
No, you're a liar. You call me a peddler every time. Peddler. Get lost.
No, Angie, I called you peddler like 20 minutes ago.
That fucking word,
Angie, Angie, can we stop this? We're trying to sort it out. Why are we shouting?
Do you know how many people unalive themselves over that word, Luke? And
do you know how many people? Do you know how many victims of childhood SA also unalive themselves, Angie?
But that's nothing to do with me. That's nothing what's to do with me.
No, but you like to mock it though. You like to mock it. You and Linz. Because it's my fault. I was born into a family full of pedophiles, yeah?
Tell me what I've done to mock it.
Angie.
You sat on it. I've played the fucking recording. Are you actually, are you well?
About your tumour.
No, Angie.
No,
Mabel.
you and Lynn sat.
Mabel, let me talk to her, please. Angie, did you not say that it was her own fault that she was born into a family of pedlos?
What?
Did you not say that it was her own fault she was born into a family of pedlos?
I didn't say it was her own fault. I said it was not my fault.
Mabel?
And you all right, so, and you didn't turn around and say that I'm probably one too, monkey see, monkey do?
No, I didn't. Someone else said that, actually. You call me a pedlo. What do you expect? And first
Angie, I called you a pedalo 20 minutes ago in Billy's Live because you brought up my trauma yet again. You brought up my trauma yet again.
I don't care, Anstable. You've been goading me every day. That's what you get. I don't apologise for nothing.
Goading you? How have I been goading you? This is what I'm saying. Because I've been speaking out and defending myself, defending my friends, defending everyone that you have made feel so low that half of these people have actually tried to not be here because of you and because of your cult. So I goaded you to mock a survivor of SA.
It's just relentless. I just wanted to talk to her to try and sort something out, but it can't be sorted. It goes back and forth all the time, every single day. You know what I mean? I
haven't been on, look.
No, I know.
I haven't been on in days.
I understand that, but like, do you know why it won't get sorted, Mabel? Do you know why it won't get sorted? Because there's been too much said on either side. No one know who started it. One person said, I get where you're coming from. Her room, and I'm going to say it now, Angie, your room is toxic. Like, the people you allow in the box. And your people.
Look, I can tell you what started it.
Go on. Okay, mate.
I can tell you what started it. Before Christmas, about a couple of months before Christmas, she was sitting in a live with Evil Queen and myself and Tam and my friend Pat and a few other people were sitting on a different live, and we were all talking, and Tam and Angie were going at it with the Evil Queen. And then Pat literally had a breakdown, and Pat got upset, and Pat said, at that point in time, I have lost 14 people in just over a year. When will this end? There's more to life than this drama. Like, please, it doesn't cost anything to be kind. Trying to get people to see sense from either side. And when Pat said that, Angie and all of her cult decided to mock the 14 people that died in Pat's life. Pat let it go. Pat didn't say anything. And then I disappeared from the app because I was dealing with my trauma being brought up by someone else. I disappeared from the app. I came back to the app because, and we've got the screen recording is on. I'll need to find the page that you can look at it. But Lynn's, Angie, Timothy, Max and other people from the cult and everyone in the comments were sitting on a live laughing and mocking 17 people that died in Pat's life. One of them being a 15-year-old child and one of them being Pat's mother, right? They were saying stuff like, oh, stay away from Pat. She's the Grim Reaper. Pat's the poison touch. Pat's back must be so in so much pain because the amount of coffins she's had to carry, and completely, absolutely ripped into Pat and mocked everyone that died. So I came forward and I defended Pat. And because I defended Pat, that's when they started coming for my tumour, that's when they started coming for my SA, and then they started going for Mazza's SA, saying that Mazza made her uncle the victim, and that's how it all started. Look, because Pat simply said, can we just stop this? I've lost so many people, life is too short. That's how it started.
You know, this woman will not stop. Do you know why? She stops and she takes responsibility for what she's saying to people and the nasty, snaky things she's doing. She's not going to have nobody on her platform. So she's a bully, and that's the end of the story. This woman is a bully. And racist on top of that as well. She's not going to stop. Nobody's going to stop her, because if she stops what she's doing, she's not going to get any clout. And that's the end to it. Angie's evil.
Can I just say, Luke, first and foremost, I'm thinking about you all. And second of all, I just want to say, like, girls, I completely understand where you're coming from. Like, I can't imagine some of the stuff that's been said to you guys and how you guys are coping. But I just want to remind you of some points to think about. One, if you don't give her the attention of it and you don't react to it and you rise above it, she will not have a platform. Her platform will be deceased. Two, you've got to remember, if you don't react to this, you could then go to the police yourselves for harassment and bullying. But the minute you react, guys, you're fueling the fire.
And I know it's difficult not to react when people are saying such vulgar things, but when you do react, you are adding fuel to the fire, and you're just best not, because...
I agree, Chelsea. Honestly,
please. Right. What happened today is no one's spoken about Unstable Mabel. She speaks about me every day. Okay?
Stop lying,
she jumped in the box when I was talking to Billy. It was nothing to do with her. She jumped in the box and started going on about 3 months ago. Go to the police. I actually asked you to go to the police with your evidence, because I've got many screen recordings of you, Unstable Mabel, every day saying I don't see my niece. I'm a pedlo.
I never said that. You're lying.
Yes,
you're lying.
I'm a pedlo supporter. I'm disgusting. I'm a horrible woman. This is what you say on a daily basis.
You are a horrible woman.
Angie,
you are disgusting.
Do something, please.
And today, what happened? It's harassment from
Angie,
you.
I never mentioned your niece.
What happened today? No, it's harassment and bullying from you. Because what happened today was nothing about you. I was on Billy's live, and you jumped in because other people had this had this say on me. So you jumped in and started calling me a pedlo. I've got the screen recording, and if people want to come on my live tomorrow, I will show you the evidence. This woman is unhinged. She is crazy.
Can we stop?
You need to be locked up. I honestly think you are unwell. I feel sorry for you. I think you have a deep obsession for me, and I'm telling you the truth. On my niece's life, may God strike me down dead right now.
Angie, then if you feel sorry for this woman and you think she's unwell, can we stop this now then? Can we end it all now?
Yes, just because someone is unwell, doesn't mean that they should be on a platform calling me a pedlo. I don't see my niece, and
I am pedlo 20 minutes ago, Angie.
Not constant.
You're going to try hang on to that. You're trying to go, unlike you have taken responsibility, Angie.
But Angie,
unlike you have taken responsibility.
She puts people on a platform that wants to beat up Linz and makes threats towards me. Yes, you do. It's every day. Today, no one has spoken about this woman for weeks.
Ange, you've also had people on your platform that aren't good people. So, you have, Angie.
Listen to me. Look, not about Unstable. Listen to me, yeah? Today, we're talking about something completely different. We're talking about myself and someone else, okay? It was actually about Pineapple, but, Pearl twisted it around and made it about me. Unstable Mabel came up, and it wasn't about her. And she's harassed me, stalked me like you did Feisty. You are a stalker, and if you don't
the one that's no contact,
I will personally go to the police, because you keep going on about the police about me, about harassment and bullying. Go to the police. I'm asking you to go to the police, because you've got no leg to stand on. But all the evidence I have got about you, Mabel, you are really unwell. Because you just because you're unwell, don't get away.
Can I just say, I have never said I was going to the police. I have no intention of going to the police, because to me, I'm not going to waste the police time over TikTok.
Mabel,
and I never mentioned her niece.
Mabel, I'm going to kick you out for a second. I'm kicking everybody out.
Yeah.
Right. So, if we're going to talk over each other, I'm going to kick everybody out, and I'm going to speak, because it's my live. You want to speak on your live. The thing is, this is going around in absolute circles. Wars have been caused. Enemies. It feels like Game of Thrones to me. And the thing is, Angie, you can't come in here and say about having wrong-uns on platforms, because you've had wrong-uns on your platforms. So I'm not sticking up for Mabel, because Mabel said things wrong. She's admitted she said things wrong. She's admitted that she said things wrong. So, but what I'm saying is, please don't quote someone like Feisty, because Feisty has done her own wrong. Feisty's not someone that you can have in your corner. So guys, I don't want hate in. If you want to come back in, but don't speak over each other. Angie, I'm just asking you, can we let this go now? Like, if you think Mabel is unstable and unwell and you feel sorry for her, then why are you reacting to her? Why are you trying to put that woman down even more if you believe she's unwell? And I just think, stop talking about each other. Mabel, you need to stop talking about Angie. Everybody needs to leave Angie to do her own thing. But please don't quote people like Feisty, because as far as I'm concerned, Feisty is a wrong 'un. And I'll say it in front of 2,000 people. Don't quote Feisty, because Feisty's, So Angie, if you want to come back in, request the box, please. And then Mabel can come back in. But this is ridiculous now. We are grown adults. This is absolutely fucking ridiculous. No, Feisty isn't a wrong 'un. Okay, she isn't. Okay, my opinion is that Feisty's not a good example for anybody. I'm going to let people in one at a time. Angie, if you want to come back in, you can come back in.
Luke, really quickly before it starts going chaos, I think you're exactly right. I think there's been so much said on both sides, and both sides will always think that the other side has said stuff wrong, that it's offensive to everyone else, because that's always the case. And the amount of stuff that's gone on for this last 3 months or 2 months about this situation is going to continuously go on. And the problem is you're never going to get an avid solution for this. The only thing that's going to happen is if they both just, even if each other talk about each other, it's just to ignore it. Because that's the only solution that's going to come out of this. But people are not able to do that. People are always going to try and fight and back their own corner, which I get, but it's never going to come up to a solution. I remember when the Alex Andrew thing started, we were sat in 8 Live and we said, let's just leave it, no one talk about each other. Within 30 minutes, no word of a lie, it had all gone on. That was about the 14th different agreement that had happened between these two sides. But since then, the amount of things that have been said have just been crazy, absolutely madness. And I just think you're dead right on this. It's never going to come up to an avid solution. They've just got to ignore each other despite what's being said. Sometimes you've always got a right to reply. I get that, but you've also got a right to cross the road. But you also look left and right to see what's happening around it. So I think you've just got, each side is just, there's too much. You've just got to let it go now.
So
because this is not doing anybody any favours, are there?
Who draws the line then until someone actually one day does get hurt? Who draws this line then? Because it is causing a lot of people stress. The whole Alex and Angie thing, how long, my head nearly blew up, do you know what I mean? Because I was I was to the point where I deleted TikTok for like 3 days because I was sick of it.
But I'm sorry to interrupt you, Luke. I actually think the answer to that lies within the viewers. The viewers have to draw the line. The viewers have to draw the line, because when there's that much trauma and shit that's been said either side, TJ's completely right. The viewers have to sit there and make that conscious decision. Do you know what? We've had enough. We don't want to watch this shit show. Because while it carries on and the viewers keep going in, it's going to keep the encouragement going.
Who's that? I just don't. Tam, are you sure you're allowed to talk about things?
Well, I was hoping to get in here while the boxes were quiet because I've been watching on the outside and I just wanted 5 minutes.
All right. Do you want everybody? Do you want everybody to go? Tam, I'm just going to kick everyone out apart from Tam.
No, it's fine as long as you don't let the other people in. I obviously can't sit around one particular person, but I mean, if the other one comes in. There's not really a lot I can do about it. There's no place where to answer where she's concerned.
She's not going to come in.
So, Luke, I just wanted to say that, like, I'm holding responsibility here, so please don't come for me and start your bullshit. But I've obviously been away from TikTok for the last, well, since everyone knows why I'm away from TikTok. It's obvious, yeah? And since then, all right, the first week, apart from a select couple of people, which I'm not allowed to talk about or name, like, everyone has left me alone. But the first week, obviously, everyone was talking about it and the harassment was continuing. The problem with this whole situation is how low the other side choose to go, and the one thing that always really upsets the rest of us, which is why we always respond the way that we do, is they always use our family members. They're always using the deaf or the loved ones. They're always using our personal details, and then when you do it back to them, they cry. And that is exactly what happened in my situation, and they were bringing it to my real life, and now it's extended into my real life, and nobody seems to see what the problem is with that. Like, there was 2 wrongs done, both on my side and on their side, and yet only one person out of a whole group of people has been held accountable, i.e. me. And that's hard. I wasn't even involved in the start of it. This is what's so upsetting about it. And in comparison to everybody else's lives, I've not really joined in on the bandwagon until people started mentioning social services, making those phone calls social services, encouraging those phone calls social services, and then using my children. And then obviously everybody knows what happened after that. Now, you're right, I'm not supposed to be here talking about certain people, which is why they've not been named, but knowing that unstable Mabel has gone through what she's gone through because of me and because of you know, Pat when she didn't have to. Nobody deserves. Look, she came off the app like she said, and then she's come back on the app, and the first thing that she's seen, my children getting attacked, Pat's family members getting used, Mazza's kids being used, like, and yeah, anyone that suffers trauma, it's going to trigger them. And my biggest problem is exactly that. When I see people attacking my friends or people that I care about and using their family or their children, I do things and say things that aren't acceptable. And that's what's happened. So, you know, at the end of the day, nobody should be able ever to use someone's actual abuse and laugh about it and get away with it, and this is why I'm done, Luke. I am so done. It's unreal. Like, I don't want anything to do with TikTok anymore. Like, and it's got nothing to do with me being on bail. Even when I come off bail, I'm not going to be playing the videos, and I've got hundreds of them. Like, I'm not going to be targeting no one. I am done. Fully done, and that I think is the only answer. There is no solution to this problem because it's all gone too far from all of us, not just from them, from us as well. The only difference between us and them is not once have we used anyone's trauma, not once have we. All right, I've name called and supposedly used disabilities, although I didn't use disabilities when actually my disability was mocked first. So, you know, we've all gone as low as it can get, but when did it become okay for viewers to support people that are going against sexual abuse of children, Luke? Like, that is way too far.
I agree,
and regardless of what anyone thinks with Unstable Mabel, she did not ask as a 2-year-old to go through any of that stuff, and this is why it's never ever going to finish, and that's why I've chosen to walk away, because I know it's not going to finish, and I've been begging Unstable for days now, please just come away from it. It's going to make...
Oh, we lost you, Tam. Have I lost everybody? Unmute, guys.
You ill.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Because I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Well,
of course you are.
You're always in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, don't even talk about that, mate. You're going to be in a whole new conversation.
Listen, right, I just want to say there, big up to Tam for coming in and saying that. I've got a lot of respect for Tam now. I wasn't sure about Tam a long time ago, right? I wasn't sure, but big up to Tam for coming in and saying, like, wrong's been done on both sides, and, you know, and it's never going to stop. Big up, because, you know, it's hard for... Can you understand, Alex, though? It's hard for people to admit on both sides the wrong that's been done. We always see the side that 100%. We're against. We always see the side, so we always look at Angie and go, she's wrong, she's wrong, she's wrong. Actually, in some cases, she actually hasn't been wrong, and I know that's unpopular for me to say, but she hasn't. But I'd say like 70% of the time, yes, they are wrong. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but that is true, Luke, and I've always sat there and I've been very vocal about that. There are rights and wrongs that have been done on both sides, and for those heavily involved, it is too hard for them to necessarily see that. I've spoken to individuals away from the app about things I haven't agreed with, but at the same time, like, I really do feel for Tam. Like, at what point does it stop where it starts to really interfere with your real life? And that is where Tam's at now.
To be really honest with you as well, like, I do think it's rather shitty. I'll probably get banned now for saying that, but I think it's rather shitty that Tam's took, like, she is actually, something's happening when things have been said on both sides. Why should Tam just be held accountable for what Tam says?
Do you know why, Luke?
Why?
Do you want me to give you an honest opinion, mate?
Yeah, go on. It's
because a lot of people use Tam to fight their battles.
Okay, that's fair.
She was used as a voice for a lot of people, and unfortunately, it's like myself. Like, a lot of people used to come to me when they had problems with an individual, and I'd fire up a live and whatnot. But I'd still continue to do that because I believe that, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people are scared to speak their mind and whatnot. But when you're a voice for someone,
yeah,
and everyone's going to direct it at you because you're the one speaking on it.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree with that. But I'm just saying, big up to Tam for coming in and saying that there's been wrongs done on all sides. And I don't agree with what's been said in other people's lives because little shitheads go into Angie's lives and they don't do their real names like fucking Chippy McChip and all that shit and all these idiots like Wayne in there. I do really feel Alex that they fuel Angie up. They don't help. I don't think these people that are Angie is allowing in her boxes are doing her any favours whatsoever, and that's all I'm going to say.
I think if you look as well, there'll be drama going on, and there'll be I'm not going to name names, but there'll be certain people in her boxes going on an absolute rant, and Angie sat there watching a different live, so it can't all be blamed on Angie, because sometimes I don't think she's aware of what's going on in her own life. So, like, if there's any advice I could give Angie, just be a bit more aware of what's going on in your life.
Fired up alive and started mentioning, saying she don't want to talk about certain things. She don't want to talk about certain.
My God, CLA's building's on fire. Oh my God, I've got to get out. CLA's building's on fire. Right, guys, we're going to end this now. I'm going to do the FYP. Going to go straight over to Chelsea's. Alex, we'll continue this later. Is that all right? Mabel?
Yes, mate. Yes. No, see you later, everyone.
Can I just say, can somebody pin Jodie again? Because you really helped her the other day, and she's actually over
I'm going to show Jodie's video. I'm going to show Jodie's video again, darling. But guys, I'm going to play Chelsea Lee Arts thing now. I'm going to go do the FYP. Guys, thank you for coming on.
Bye, everyone.
Mabel, we'll talk about this later, darling.
Okay, no bother.
Thank you, Mabel. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
We better get over. We better get over. We're doing a live thing. We're doing live feed now. Oh my God! Look at all you sods jumped over to her. Right, what's going on? What's going on? CLA. What's she on? Roots Darlings. Oh my God! Let's get over. Let's do the Roots Darlings. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, what is going on here?
It's my place, yeah.
Oh no!
I just pray that everyone's alright, man. Fucking please, man.
Well, I hope everybody's okay.
Oh, look at the woman, man. Is she alright?
Oh, shame.
I wonder, because I just heard like bare beeping. That's why I was thinking, what the fuck was going on? Like, it's the flat in the middle, man.
I hope everybody's all right.
Oh, my doctor, man. Hi, darling. Yeah. We love you, Dr. Mira.